this is my allotment, and I've had it for about 7-8 years, and I've neglected it, to say the least. So I'm going to show you around and show you how I can actually renovate this and bring this back up to scratch to where it should be. So in the corner of my allotment, I've got this lovely gooseberry bush. It's quite old, and I do occasionally prune it back at the right time to encourage some fresh growth. But here you can see lots of bindweed and potatoes, which is really not a good mix because I want to dig the bindweed up, but that would involve disturbing the potatoes. The whole allotment up to those trellis, that's mine. I've cut this apple tree back because that's going, but you can see there's just so many weeds, and I've just really let it go. These fruit trees are lovely, and that's a cherry tree, apple tree, and a pear tree. So I want to space those out so that I've got some more space to move them into these areas. Actually, this is the second allotment I've got, so luckily they're together. Beautiful rhubarb, and this is a little covered mini polytunnel kind of thing. All this needs cleaning up and bringing back. Shouldn't take too long, but it does need doing. This side of the allotment actually is mostly weed free in terms of bindweed, but it will grow back if I'm not careful. I've taken this old shed down and put a bit of a base there for a new one, which someone on site's giving me, one of their old ones. Temporarily moved the greenhouse to do that, so that's just sitting there for a bit. And I had weed suppressant as pathways, but I'm taking that up, and I've put this new bed in here, and I need to secure the edges, so I've got a nice raised bed. Reinstated this pathway here, and I actually want a central pathway down the middle of the allotment just here. So yeah, and here's some other broad beans which I grew at home, and I put some actual seeds in this one, so hopefully I can get a better crop because the others have gone all leggy. So yeah, I'm new to YouTubing, although I've been following YouTube for a very long time, obviously, and just ending up with more and more subscribing, more and more channels, and I want to be a part of that, and I want to take you with me and show you the progress of this allotment, what we can do, how much hard work it is, and reward the benefits, reap the benefits with you. So on this side, you can see some strawberries there. I had some potatoes in there which I actually harvested. Yeah, believe it or not, because they were in for 3 years. So they do come back until you harvest them. This is where the shed's going. I'm going to have a little patio area there, which is why I've got these gloves on, because today I've ended up getting some more free cycled patio slabs from another allotment somewhere a few miles away. This is the shed that came down, which is still quite good. It was just the base. So I'm just going to hold on to that for a bit, see what happens. Might need it, might give it away, burn it. Jerusalem artichokes, which have run wild. So yeah, it all needs a really good tidy up. Every year I reinstate the pathways with bark chippings, but it has just biodegraded in the last 6 months because the quality of what I was given was a bit more broken down. So yeah, other thing to notice is the dandelions. They'll tell you where they are because there's just yellow everywhere. So it's a really good idea to have a fork with you. And if you can't get the whole root out, at least get a good chunk of it out. You don't have to spend a lot of time, just keep doing it, it'll weaken it eventually. But they tell you where they are. When they flower, you need to get in quick to stop them setting seed. Because once they set seed, this is my neighbouring plot, or my neighbours, this is their plot. And you can see that they've unfortunately let it go. And that's what happens. You'll end up with hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dandelions. So I can't really do anything about that, but I don't want them on my plot, so I can only take off my ones and hope for the best with my neighbours. So hope they can get to theirs as well. So another thing I did today was I went and got some slabs, filled the car. Probably not a great idea because the suspension, as you can see, was put under a bit of stress there. So I was driving slow, but yeah, probably put a few too many in there. Put them on the allotment and we'll make a patio once the new shed's down. Decided also to weed, and that doesn't look like much, but that was 5 hours of work and 2 wheelbarrow loads of bindweed, as you can see there. Very pernicious, very difficult to get out. Please don't let it get out of hand. But yeah, it was painstaking to dig that all up. So yeah, safe to say I'm absolutely knackered. So here I am, end of the day, and I've spent all day on the allotment. First moving the slabs, picking them up and bringing them to the allotment, and then doing some filming, then doing some weeding. That's pretty much been the whole day. I am exhausted, and thanks for watching. So from now until next time, that's your lot.